But I don't know. There was just, I also think I'll have an issue when they eventually add in the raiders, or whatever they're going to be called, because I don't have any interest in those either. Because like the best thing about 7 Days to Die, and I think the Fun Pimps don't fully understand this, it's not that it's a zombie shooter game, right? It's not that it's a crafting game. It's that you can walk around anywhere in the world and there's houses to explore, there's like places to mine, there's trees to chop, there's zombies, miscellaneous zombies everywhere and stuff. And that's part of the fun. Like if you play a game, most zombie games follow a path. You're forced to follow a path for a story. And what they have, what makes them great, is the fact that they don't have a designated path story. You know, you go and you find your own fun, you make your own story, you build your own bases and ways of dealing with the zombies and stuff like that. Like I personally like to put up walls so I don't have zombies nibbling on me when I'm using benches. That's my comfort in game. My mate Grim loves to like have all the doors open and have like a super open base so that the zombies can just like freely walk in so he doesn't have to repair shit. But it does mean that occasionally a horde just walks up on him when he's at his like workbench, you know. A different play style, but it's fine, you know. It just kind of, I don't know, depends on the person, but I think because they play their own game, they have a very rigid interpretation of what maybe makes it good. And unfortunately, if somebody's satisfied with a game, you're not usually likely to make a big ruckus about it, kind of thing, if you like it. Hearing loss and dementia. Jesus, mate. Lou. The fuck? How old are you? You're 74. Okay, that's kind of fair. Yeah, if you like something, you like a game or something like that, you're less likely to like speak up about what's great about it, as opposed to if you don't like a game, like more people are likely to complain about things or like bring it up and stuff. And unfortunately, I feel like the people that have complained, and yes, there are some people in there that got completely valid points and stuff, have unfortunately kind of determined where the game is going a little bit. I also don't appreciate the Fun Pimps putting the blame on their people and the community and shit for not doing stuff when, you know, they chose to release another game instead of finishing the stuff they're working on in one before starting on another, you know. That's just my personal nitpick. But, yeah, kind of like finish what you started before you put any blame on other people, I guess. But don't blame other people in the fucking first place, maybe. You know, it's poor form. They're adding some of the older stuff. Jars are making a comeback as a normal weather and temperature stuff. Possibly a scent system again. Yeah, I've seen some of the updates that have been in the winds, like, for instance, changing the cryptids into, what was it, the cowboy and Chuck or whatever. I see your streak, Andre. I see you sipping. I assume you're working again, but nice. Yeah, I've seen the kind of like updates and stuff. I've seen that they plan to make it more visible for if like a storm's in an area and stuff like that, because previously if you'd walk into a zone, you couldn't tell if there was a storm point blank and stuff. Like, even like I've complained before in the past that, yeah, they took away jars and stuff. It wasn't so much about jars. It was about removing an element of the game that made sense and was functioning, instead of adding on to that element and continuing to like add more content, you know? Yeah, I'd kind of like them to have all the options kind of thing. I saw somebody made a really great point, was that the water catchers would be kind of good if you were, say, in a super landlocked inland kind of base kind of thing, and, you know, you wanted to be able to make sure that you could still get water, but you don't have any water sources nearby. useful. I've also said beforehand that it would be smart to have the option of, what are they called? They're called survival straws or whatever, where you can, well, there's the literal straw thing or whatever, but there's also the option for, you kind of like scoop up like creek water into a bag, and I don't know what happened with that. Scoop up creek water into a bag and then you hang it on like a tree or whatever, and it automatically filters down through the bag into like clear water that you still have to boil and stuff like that. That would have also been pretty awesome, because then you could have potentially used it as like a filtration system on the go. That kind of like bladder sack thing would have made like total sense, you know, for if you were out and about, and yeah, just instead of the jars kind of thing as an alternative option. Where the fuck is Sandy in this list? I can see Clark. I don't know where the fuck Sandy went. How long have I had Sandy for? Hold on. It looks like they just fucking disappeared out of here, but I just allocated you to be able to like punch shit, mate. You, where did you go? You just joined. So where the fuck are you in the pile? Because I don't see anybody else that needs the thing. Oh, there you are. Okay, now it's like, where the fuck is this person? But yeah, I had like, I don't know. I had ideas like that seemed to make sense. Whatever. Like, I'm not saying fun pimps need to go out and fucking get my ideas made. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, like, within the world of 7 days, there is so much they could do. And the things that they chose to kind of do and or remove just don't really make sense. Like, at least from an outside perspective, I can't understand the reasoning for it, you know? Maybe it makes absolutely, like, crystal clear, perfect sense to them. I don't know. But I'm not getting it. I don't want you to do smithing first, I don't think. Well, depends. If I don't have shit to do, any of these are fine. Can't do art and stuff like that. Could do crafting, miscellaneous crafting, smithing, all that stuff. My fucking chair's dropped me again. Hold on a second, I gotta fix that up. Sorry, my chair is going through this thing. I guess it's going through this like phase, basically, where it's the what do you call it? The gas lift thing. Like, it's not even like a year old yet. It's a little over 6 months old, this chair. But I'll be sitting on it and out of nowhere it will just drop me, and then it will continue to keep dropping me like a lurch at a time. And it was just doing that. I'm like, it's going to do it during stream one day, and eventually it's going to just give up on life, and I don't know why it's doing it. But there's so much wrong with this chair to begin with that I don't care. I'm just going to try to save up for a better chair next year that's actually like maybe bigger, softer, more padded, more comfortable, because this thing's also giving me like a dead leg constantly. I don't know where the fuck Clark went. I saw them. Oh, be a different place. That's what the problem is. That's why I can't find them. I've been looking for them and I can't find them because I'm clicked on the wrong spot. That's why I saw 2 here. It's Clark and Sandy. And this is why I couldn't find them in the schedules until I clicked off to the other place. Got it. I forgot that I've got them separated at the moment. But, yeah. Like I said, I have particularly strong feelings about how 7 Days to Die is. And it's one of those things where I have strong feelings because I like the game a lot. I liked the game a lot. Preface on liked. And I'm not enjoying it at the moment. So I'm not forcing myself to partake of playing it. Eventually, when I do feel like playing it again, like I had thought initially, I'm like, oh, if they don't fix it, my only kind of thought process was like, oh, I'll just play like the rolled back versions and stuff, you know? I'll just play like fucking 19 or something, because at least then I know what I'm in for and I should be able to like somewhat enjoy it as long as... Okay, there's a little thing that I've noticed. I know I'm like tangenting between like 3 or 4 different parts here, but I don't know how many other people notice when 7 Days to Die updates something in the mechanics of their game. It typically gets implemented into like the game itself before the update happens. And I don't know if that impacts previous versions or if it stays off it kind of thing. The only reason why I'm kind of like saying this is because like the sound effect, for instance, of the screamer, if I was to go back to the older version, it should theoretically play the older sound of the screamer. But I don't know if they've overwrote the files for it or if it's accessible for the old thing. That's just an example because the screamer sound changed. So like if I go back to the old ones, I do expect to see like, you know, like the human spider guy that could like climb up the walls and stuff. When I tried on 18, I didn't see him climbing anything. And I remember him being able to like climb up. That's why I had like such a shit ton, like huge wall in my base, because it was to keep that guy out. And I had it like jutted out, like a lip on the outside, like one of those things to keep the wildlife out, you know, just to stop him from like climbing up and into it. But yeah, that one worked. That one actually did work. It's kind of like how like I figured out like this with the fucking doors and stuff keeps my animals out of my RimWorld colony food areas and shit. It's useful. Which, speaking of, we're like right near the end of winter. Yeah, they look like they're doing alright for temperature. I'll just have to check what Franklin's doing in here. He's planting it out, but Franklin, mate, I don't have a light bulb in here. I think they'll still die off. Franklin, mate, can you do just construction? Yeah, you can. Mate, have I got a construction for you? I'm pretty sure I asked for the lamp. Work on the lamp so we can get that working. And I can already sense that there's like a couple of people that are like, you know, like the moth. Okay, the moth meme where it's like lamp. Anyway, sorry. every single time there's an option to lamp, I normally say the thing. I'm thinking about putting like a doorway on the back of this, but I kind of thought about putting it on the bottom. But I guess it doesn't really matter as long as it's a kind of temperature controlled room. I could get you to... You're building the basin. When you're done with that, can I get you to build the extra door? I do want like at least 2 doors to all these places so that people can escape or pass through or hide for the most part. If they've got the thing on it, they shouldn't be able to get into it, but there is the option to potentially leave a door open, and that is a problem. Like, this is growing and stuff, but yeah, when it warms up here, I'll leave stuff more open. Is that one of my ducks all the way down here? I guess it makes sense. I did put... Oh yeah, my panther's sleeping in here. I did put more animal beds down here, so that will do it. I guess I could put down a few more. Eventually, I would like to have a nice little area down here where my animals can kind of like go inside here. Maybe. I thought about, because I've got like this natural formation thing, I could put like a food storage spot in here. I would have to like mine off a little bit. Like, I've got silver and shit, and I think that might be uranium. So I've got like a couple of resources in here, but if I was to get rid of this, which would let me have like a little panel that I could air condition and crap, although that would be up against their rooms, so we'd see. But I could take it out from that being... No, I couldn't heat it from that side. I'll figure it out. I kind of want to use this like natural formation as like a spot where the animals can get into food. Realistically, like a little nook through there would actually be better, but my animals would have to go past the fence to get into it, and I don't want that. But yeah, I got spots around the place. Continue forming a caravan. Will they? Has somebody just got malaria? Okay, they've got all the... Oh, this is the jade one. Okay, that's fine. Where is the animals for this? They hitched up, or are they just loose? Okay, I don't know what the particular glitch going on this week is, but apparently it's don't hitch fucking hauling caravan animals. My caravan animals are just all loose in the base. And that was before I had the hitching spots and stuff like fixed up. I don't know why you're in there, mate. But yeah, they've all decided that they're wild and free and must be packed wherever they stand. It is good that they are preventing them from having starvation. It's nice. But, like, it's not helping that much. 2 colonists idle. Luxembourg, why? Artistic, medical, social, intellectual. You might be a good candidate to come for a walk. Can you join the first caravan? And Lauren, you're here. Bad back. Wait, don't I have spare spines? Hold up. Maybe not here. Let's go find out. I have got... What are you? You are bionic eye. That's right. I got a shit ton of eyes here too. I don't know if they brought them all inside, but if they did, they'd be in here somewhere. Which reminds me, I need to go check on that bug meat. Let's go check on the bug meat. I'll come back to the eyeballs later. Who's unhappy? Hold on. Zandy. Zandy's new into a colony. She's probably pissed off because... Oh, she just wants alcohol. Well, we don't have that in this colony, so... Yeah, good luck with that. When she eventually has her drug break thing, I don't even think we have an option for any drugs on this map because I had the 2 ships pass by and that allowed me to basically get everything sold. So I don't know what she's going to do. She'll probably like go slaughter or something. Okay, they either brought the meat in or it expired. One of the 2. I don't know which. But... I did need to send... Did we end up making more components? We made 1. Okay. I need this to be loaded up with... I was going to do like... I want to send plain leather over to the other colony, but yeah. Is that a Narum of you? Oh, yeah. What am I being remembered for? Crazy ass RimWorld colony. Taking away people's privileges, making them eat stuff. I want to send... Actually, it is in items. Hold on. Oh, no, they did get some of it inside. I reckon it expired. Okay, we want to give them side tables. Yeah, lots of side tables. Whatever can fit in that pod. 28? Fantastic. Maybe some more. Okay, they can have 30 side tables. And I'll see what my colonists, my allies think of that. Even if it could just scrape them past the bottom of wherever the fuck my allies thing is. Once I finish saving. Not that. You. If I could get them out of like the dirt with that, because I called them in and yeah, they're not happy with me. Their people died. I didn't help them. 7 days content from 2 years. Oh yeah. Oh, Kit's joined. Yeah, if it was like 2 years ago, it was probably the completion hunting snow base, probably. I'd say. Would have been like back when I kind of started. I basically went to every town and went door to door trying to complete my book collection to try to get, what was it? The last one was like Magnum Enforcer Volume 6 and I couldn't find it. I ended up having to upgrade the game to like the next version before I was able to like find the last book. So I considered doing that again, but I just couldn't stand to do it with the magazines. They bring me no joy. There's no satisfaction in reading a bazillion fucking magazines, you know? Finish all the quests tonight or something like that. Oh, yeah. Oh, I had that as well. I'll have to go find out what that Megasoft is. It's probably in Dryden. The quest one, I know what that is. I was trying to see if I could do X number of quests within like the time period that I had for my streams, but my streams weren't really long at that time, so I was really curious how many I could do in a stream. I also think I was trying to get like a reward or something out of that from the trader. I don't know if it was just a level based thing. Since you don't have money priorities, I'm gonna have to go get you a gun. Yeah, I can't remember if I was exclusively after levels or if I was after dukes or something. But Might have been after a car. Well, that's a shame about the Megasoft. Oh, it might have been the gyro, honestly. Because I did have one run where I was trying to get to a point where I could have the gyro. We could get the male, I guess. I don't really want it, but let's try. I can't obviously have the female. We killed her. Apparently she didn't want to be petted. Plus, you know, if Chipper and them happen to breed, I guess I've got more attack Megasofts. So, wasn't really the ideal. Oh my god, what are you doing? Are you hitching them? Oh, you guys are leaving. Oh, neat. Hold on. I want to save this. I guess you guys are going to go around and find all the fucking animals first. And, of course, Val brought them through the recreational area. Why, mate? Hold on. Eri, are you in the caravan? No. Can I get you to clean? Oh, you're already kind of cleaning. Can I get you to clean the whole rec room? Like, continuously keep cleaning? Because these guys are going to make it dirty. Mind you, Nora's probably also going to walk them back through here because instead of going around options, although if she goes and grabs that one too, maybe not. Okay, where is everybody for this? Got Nora, Val, Luxembourg. Most of the dromedaries are being pulled down. Octopus is hurt. Bannister looks like he's going upwards. I guess he's grabbing the one from the top, so they're both probably going to walk through the building. Doronos is on his way down. It would be better if somebody else, one of my other people that didn't have an animal in their hands, was able to go and get it, like Luxembourg. Luxembourg's got like 3, but it would have been a bit better. And I guess you guys are bringing the wood in. Sweet. Neat. Yeah, I find it interesting, the 7 Days to Die videos from a couple of years ago when I started streaming, that and Dwarf Fortress essentially are what launched my YouTube channel. And got like the thousands of subscribers and shit. Because, yeah, before that, I mean, I was playing like PUBG, I was playing like RimWorld and stuff like that, but I was mostly playing like PUBG when I started because it was a game that I was comfortable with, that I could hold a conversation with very easily while I was running around and like doing stuff, which is such a weird option considering, you know, I should be like focused and fighting and shit. But like 7 Days to Die was one where I had a map where I had like a shit ton of other people that were playing with me at that point in time. Because of like the times and stuff that I was playing the games and streaming and stuff was like 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. So I was more likely to actually have like people available and stuff out of like friends, family and shit. And yeah, when I changed it to like 10 p.m. to 2 a.m., obviously that stopped. But I was able to kind of run around the towns and stuff. And like I said, I gave Dwarf Fortress a crack back then too. But also my friends and family and stuff were waiting for like the next update with 7 days. So when that happened, I got to run around and stuff with people for a bit, which was interesting. It's just like the changes were more noticeable at the time because we had played the previous version for so long. I think it was like a 2-year gap between them updating, and I'd gotten like really settled with like the previous version. Whereas once they changed it, they started changing it like every year. So it was suddenly very quick to it kind of thing. I wasn't sort of ready to keep up with that in a way. Hey PJ Pixel. What are you doing? Making some purple hair. That's what's going on in here. Alright, all my animals are going up to eat. My caravan looks like they're trying to get out of here. They all look like they're in a good spot at the moment, except for, was that Zandy? Yeah. Zandy's pissed off, but only because she's dealing with alcohol withdrawals and shit, and we don't have alcohol in this colony. I can't remember if that's like almost maximized or if she's got to bring that down. I literally can't remember. Create sneeze, alcohol, 0%. She's got like half a day. Okay, she must be near the end of it. But she's probably going to snap before then, so we'll see what happens to her. Yeah, what are you doing? Val's down here. There must be a couple more. Nora. And banisters on its way down now. I can't tell if anybody else brought another group through here, but they look like they're basically on their way out. Didn't have enough for cat girl. So turned your purple, turned hair purple. Nice. I was gonna say all you need is Keelon to like have their ears perk up to hear cat girl and bam, become cat girl. But yeah, the fun thing about like the avatar changes and shit like that is any like hair colors and outfit colors and shit that you guys change. If you guys change me, like change something on my character and then change me over to Kitty Venus, the outfits and hair and stuff, well the hair color is like not different, but it goes with it, and the outfits will change. They may not necessarily be one-to-one identical, so you get variations and shit. But yeah, I just appreciate when people like redeem stuff to change my avatar and stuff, because it's something I enjoy. Just kind of like out of the blue, just something different. Jesus Christ, my drink bottle is so fucking pressurized. I'm gonna have some water. Alright. The fuck else we got? Got the caravan that looks like it's maybe gonna go out. I think this is the Jade caravan going to trade. I honestly don't know if they have all of the jade on them. I shouldn't have any left in the colony because it was an exact amount for the quest trade. It should be like a 1-to-1. Hey Jaylee, I see you clapping. What are you doing? Yeah, we'll get plasteel for it. I don't really need plasteel, but I'll load it into a pod and we'll get it sent. There you go, you get Kitty Venus now. Where is my fucking thing? Hold on, I'm just gonna remember. My brain doesn't always automatic it. Yeah. So I got you, kitty time. Yeah. It just lags out for a hot second when I change over is all. But the new capture method's a bit nicer. You know, so yeah. Now there's like a whole slew of different outfit changes and shit you guys can have. But yeah, I'd rather it do this and then maybe lag a little bit than do like before where it has like full interface like blocking the screen and shit. What is this fucking techno horse raven here, Jelly? You feel prime. 13 months, Jesus. 70. Wait, is there 13 horses? Is that what you just did? I'm not gonna sit here and count that, but I feel like that's more than maybe 13. Maybe. Not on purpose. It would be funny if that was exactly like 13. Hold on. Or no, I think it's more. Just clicked it a bunch. You know what's funny is like sometimes when I click like what do you call it? When I click a emote like a dozen or so times, sometimes it won't like actually work in somebody's chat. Like not saying like it's probably one of those things where it's like it prevents like so many variations or like it prevents so many duplicates or some crap like that. But like when I'm actually trying to click the button, it won't actually always do it properly. It's always so fucking weird. I think one person in this group is maybe upset. Are you down here? Yeah, Val is like about to break. She's in this. I think it's way more. I think it is too, because like I think I got up to about 13-ish, 12 or 13, and then I'm like, nah, there's more than that. It's probably like 23. Like, let me span the horse. Oh, they left and I got a good stretch. Everything's great. Where's my caravan one? There we go. I feel like every so often when I'm stretching, I like really need it. I'm just like not particularly thinking about it when I go to do the thing. Is this another hospital bed we're supposed to be installing? Yeah. Either way, we're getting some hospital beds in here. At some point, this will become like a prison hospital or whatever. I do want to kind of like separate where the hospital and prison bit is.